Okay, back at Donatella Perfumes in Miami, I did the top 5, actually 6 best-selling men's designer fragrances, and now I'm gonna do their best-selling top 5 women's designer fragrances. Again, one of the largest and best-known wholesalers in the country, here in Miami, Donatella Perfumes. Stay tuned, it's coming up next. Welcome back everybody to Joel the Nose, and I'm here again doing a second video. I previously did a video of the top 5, actually top 6 best-selling men's designer fragrances from Donatella Perfumes, one of the oldest and most well-established and biggest wholesale perfume outlets here in Miami. It's also a retail store. You can come in, you can see this beautiful store here, great service, great people, family owned, just you're gonna get great attention and you're gonna smell more perfumes than I think I've ever seen as far as these stores go. But anyways, let's jump right into this. This is gonna be, again, the top 5 best-selling designer fragrances. Just a quick reminder, Donatella is a wholesaler. They wholesale to entities, companies, people all around the world that sell fragrances online and through outlets and through companies or whatever it may be, right? They're essentially like, you know, a Macy's. Macy's, right? Macy's buys from a distributor. They sell all these different fragrances. Donatella is essentially the similar type thing, except they don't really have a big, you know, retail presence, although you can come in here and actually buy retail if you want to do. You can go online, or if you are reselling fragrances, you would buy from a company like Donatella. So what they sell obviously has a lot of importance, and it shows basically what's going on in the world of fragrance. And having said that, let's go right into this. Their top 5, and this was also on the men's list, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. So this is the Eau de Toilette female version, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. And what am I gonna say? Actually, let me grab, what did I have here? Yes, so I want to make sure that I grab the right bottles because, you know, obviously I did the men's version, and that's the Pour Homme, and this is the feminine version. Really like this one. I like the Pour Homme version, the men's version. I like the women's version a lot too. This is just a very light, sexy, sensual fragrance that to me is very, I don't know, just kind of enlivening, energetic. It's always been one of my favorite for the female side. Next, again, not in the men's side, but this is from Paco Rabanne. We had Invictus on the men's side, and here we got Olympia. So Olympia, this one to me is definitely a little bit more floral feminine than Light Blue. This one is, you know, kind of very, I think women really dig this one because it's really, to me, just that more classic feminine fragrance. And speaking of classic feminine fragrance, what do you got? Viktor & Rolf Flower Bomb. So notice I didn't have a Viktor & Rolf, we didn't have Spice Bomb in the top 5 or 6 selling for men, but in the women, Flower Bomb, absolutely. This is a legend in the female or feminine fragrance category. Box is always cool, the wrapping's cool, but definitely one to check out for the ladies out there if you like more of, again, that kind of traditional floral, sweet, feminine fragrance. All right, next we go to another Versace. We had Versace Eros on the men's side, and on the women's side we got Bright Crystal. So I'm gonna be honest, Bright Crystal's not one, and this is an Eau de Toilette, this is not one that I am particularly aware of. Them. You know, I've smelled it a long time ago, but I haven't smelled this in forever. So afterwards I'm gonna kind of, you know, do a little sniffing and smelling on these. So I'd like to get some opinions on the women or men out there who happen to like Versace's Bright Crystal, because again, it's one of their top 5 best sellers. So this is something that is getting, you know, huge all around the world. And I'll save the best for last. My favorite of the 5, Light Blue was a close second, but my favorite is Libre from YSL. And it's kind of interesting because my favorite was YSL, the YSL men's Eau de Parfum was my favorite of the 6 over there. And I'm also going with my favorite for the feminine side, Libre. just, again, to me, this evokes classic French perfumery. I've really been on this kick lately of getting into old school vintage perfumes. And it's, in my life, I'm kind of the same way. I'm into that type of design, fashion. I just like vintage stuff. I like pre-owned, used stuff. I like, you know, kind of old school, kicking it old school. I just think things were done a lot better back then. And when I say vintage, I'm talking about even to the 80s, early 90s. So it's not that long ago. But YSL, to me, both the men's and the Libre feminine fragrance evoke that classic vintage fragrance. So there you have it, the top 5 best-selling fragrances from Donatella Perfumes, the premier wholesaling fragrance outlet here in Miami. And check them out online. I'll put the link, or if you're in Miami, come check them out. You're gonna get great service, again, as I said, and you're gonna see a tremendous selection. I'll be back soon with another video, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the support. And thanks for subscribing if you've already done it. If you haven't, please consider subscribing, because I can really use you guys' support. It really energizes me and basically motivates me to do these videos. All right, I'll be back soon with another video. Peace and love.